This is Talking with David 20. I got the idea from a comic of Starman. Just to give you a bit of background, Starman, the main Starman is this guy, Jack Knight. But his father, this guy, was, I think he was Starman in the golden age of comics, or the silver age, I'm not quite sure. And this guy down here, that's David. He's Starman for about 5 minutes, and he doesn't really, well, spoiler alert if you haven't read this series, it's a really good series. It doesn't end well for David Knight, that is. And later on in issue 5, David appears sort of beyond the grave, sort of in an ethereal or sort of dreamlike way. I'm not dead, but I am appearing unmasked. This will be a bit of a ramble. Booktube is a pretty special place, and you don't need me to tell you that. The way I think of Booktube is, if you've ever been in a park on a sunny day, it's very busy. There's lots of people around, and they're all doing their individual things. Some of them are jogging, quite a lot of them are walking the dog, some of them are sitting in a park bench, some might be sunbathing, some of them might be eating, but they're all there collectively in this area that all of them own. And that's Booktube for me. Booktube, I don't think, has any one creator. We all create Booktube, and it's the only place where I really think I belong. I'm very socially awkward, man of few words, sort of spend all days really in silence, but that's different with Booktube. And I want to thank everybody who has done the recycle book tag. You don't have to do it, there's no obligation, but you've taken the time and the effort to do it. I mean, I've done book tags myself, and you spend some time looking around for the right book to answer the question, or you think about the question, and it's really kind of you to do that. I will be creating more book tags. I'm going to do a Western one next, although I'll need to look for a hat. Not necessary, but I need that sort of touch. Writing wise, things are not going too well. That sort of resolution thing to write every day, that's not really, I don't think I made it past January, but I'll still enter competitions. I'll see what I have. I need to start submitting things regardless of rejection or not. It's amazing some of the things that people create. March Mystery Madness is coming up. I have 2 books in mind already. I might be reading more than one Agatha Christie book. I'm going to go to the library and spend quite a bit of time there, and they have a sort of crime mystery section, so I'm going to look through that. I'll try and see if there's one with wood on the cover. I'd like to do a Brother Cadfael, I guess how you pronounce that, Cadfael, book, but I'm not sure that would fit in. I don't know if they have any wood on the cover, and I'm not sure about page numbers divisible by 5. I'll see what other people are doing, but it's amazing all these things that have been created and these things that you can be a part of. I hope that BookTube has a future, and anybody thinking of BookTube, do it. It might take a little bit of courage, but here I am without the mask, and here I am talking. So if I can do it, anybody can. There's room for everybody. There really is. I'd like to see so much more booktubers. And I think everybody has more than one tag in them. There'd be so many read-alongs. There's so many authors that I don't know, but there's so many authors I will discover through BookTube. There was a suggestion for a fantasy novel, so keep them coming. I need to read more fantasy and whatever else comes up, really. I actually read very, very few mysteries now that I think about it. I think there's Brother Cadfael, I think there's Owen Archer Mysteries by... Hold on, I'll check. Yeah, Candace Robb, Owen Archer Mysteries. I quite like the old medieval or around that time period sort of mysteries. Trying to think of the other ones. I think I've read one of the Giordano Bruno books. Can't quite remember what else. I've read 2 Hercule Poirot books. Probably the most famous ones, Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile. I was planning to do a live stream of this, but I'm not too familiar with live stream. I'll do a live stream eventually. I think I'll be showing my bookmarks because I've got a lot of bookmarks. Editing is also something that I need to learn. But you know, this is not a professional channel. It's my channel. I'll do what I like, and it all really works perfectly fine for me. When Camp NaNoWriMo comes around, the writing will pick up. It's amazing how NaNoWriMo just comes and you just automatically start writing. It's amazing. There's no writer's block. There's no lack of energy. It just happens, and then you're writing every single day automatic, just like that. It's a very amazing thing. If BookTube were to, I don't know, if YouTube stops existing or changes dramatically, that would be a devastating blow, but I think I've said before, your life comes first, or family comes first, and that would be life, family, career, pets, a bunch of other things, and then booktube might be fifth or sixth, or maybe further back than that. But it's a very special place. You don't need me to tell you that. What else was I going to talk about? I think that's it, actually. Again, I want to thank you. You take time out of your life to watch me in my very rambly, bumbling way. I really do mean thanks. And hopefully, booktube not only has a future, but it continues to grow. I mean, really massive, hopefully. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. I'll talk to you next year.